Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos taking on Bailey Zappi and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school. Ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky. And he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard. Knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. And Zappi to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. Flushed out right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Stidham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Stidham. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Zappi looks to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the fake, Zappi. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake, and now here's Zappi. Forced out to his left. Oh, Zappi has it knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Stidham. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing up the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. At that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Going play action here with Zappi.
Baron Browning, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
I can't believe what we were seeing out of them so far. We knew coming in these guys were plenty talented. But 5 sacks and now safety in the first half, this is a group possessed.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Stidham. Dancing to his left. Keeps himself upright. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's still on his feet. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They give it to Williams running right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Stidham. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
3rd down. Here's Zappi.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Stidham's throw taken in here by Patrick. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stidham sets to throw on first. He'll get this one to Patrick. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Stidham to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Zappi. Short pass caught by Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and a couple. Here's Stidham. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing again here, Stidham. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a good first half of football by Jarrett Stidham. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Stidham. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Stidham to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Stidham on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, it's Stidham. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Zappi. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Jones in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And Stidham throws another interception, his 3rd. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Zappi back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stidham from the shotgun. Got his man, it's Dulcich. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Out of the gun, Stidham. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stidham going back to the air. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Zappi. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenge to stop.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jarrett Stidham, 25 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England trying to get a place on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Zappi. Under pressure, and down he goes. Baron Browning, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
49, guys. Mike.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Zappi. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. That one complete to Parker. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
47 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Switch up. Switch up.
On first down, here's Zappi.
Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Zappi now on 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Denver's offense now set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So this one will wind up.